Throwing is a magical activity. Starting with a simple ball of wet clay that's wedged and prepared for the wheel, we can find beauty and joy in all phases of the pottery process. The meditative task of preparing the clay, creating the balls for throwing, placing them on the wheel, and then watching the walls rise up into a pot is simply magical. It can take any number of forms, just by the slightest touch of the potter's hand. For instance, a simple outward push can create a bulbous form, or a slight inward push can make it into a wavy form. The act of trimming pots is equally beautiful and mesmerizing. As the wheel spins, extra clay is cut away to reveal the form. These are only some of the deeply rewarding parts of the ceramic practice. We haven't even touched on glazing or firing processes, which would complete our ceramic journey. Whether you're getting into throwing for a hobby to relieve pressures of the job or family life, or as a possible profession, throwing clay is both challenging and therapeutic. But it requires total immersion and concentration to master. Yet once mastered, the process is endlessly creative and exciting. I'll cover only the basics, starting with wedging, centering, coning, opening, and pulling a cylinder. Then I'll show several exercises which should help you improve your throwing, as well as some simple ways to play on the wheel with form. Finally, I'll show how to make a variation of the cylinder, and that's the bowl. And afterwards, I'll show you some basic trimming techniques. But the process begins in the studio with our bag of wet clay, so let's begin.